What day is it today, Bob?
I have to have a think about this. Today is day 9. Day 9, fantastic. Day 9, the 9th of May. So we're getting very close now. We're actually only about just under 50 miles away from Bermuda. We did pretty well through the night. We maintained our daily average, our planning average of 100 nautical miles. The log only registered on the GPS 95 miles, so we must have been picking up a little bit of extra current or whatever. So quite pleased with that. Very pleased that we've seen our third jellyfish. Nikki spotted one a few days ago and another one I think yesterday and another one today. So there's jellyfish all over the place. They look like Portuguese men of war, to me anyway. Not that I'm an expert on jellyfish. It's a big bubble of something stuck up out of the water. It looks like one of those kids' bubble things that they blow. But it's actually a jellyfish, so it's slightly purple as well. So there you go, and we have seen, the only other sign of life that we've seen, we saw a sort of sparrow-like bird. It wasn't actually a sparrow, but it was a beautiful little thing. And we've spotted, and we've had a few flying fish on board, but I have to say they're not so much fish as tadpoles. They're about that big. They're teeny tiny ones. When I brought the boat across the Atlantic a few years ago, I saw dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of flying fish, and some of them were quite big, coming on board 8, 10 at a time. We've seen virtually nothing this time at all. So the weather has consistently pushed us towards the west as we've come up here. But just in the last 48 hours it's freed. The wind has basically gone round towards the east, further towards the east as opposed to heading us from the north, which means we're able to make a much more direct course across towards the eastern tip of Bermuda. In actual fact, we've come right back on to the original straight line or run line course between our departure point and here. So we've now just, for the first time in probably 4 days, 5 days maybe, we've just come off the wind. We've just stopped beating into the wind, and we've come across more onto a broad reach, or a beam reach, not a broad reach, a beam reach, which should take us nicely up from the south and slightly to the east into St George's, which is the point of entry for Bermuda. And it's important that we come in from that angle. All of the guidebooks say that you should avoid approaching from the west and from the north. So coming from the south or from the east, but particularly from the southeast, is to be preferred. Seas are a little bit lumpy. Don't think there's a tremendous amount of wind, but I think we're doing okay. We had a very nice curry yesterday, last night. It's all about the food. Very nice curry last night. There's a curry out of a jar, so it feels like a bit of a cheat, but just a little tin of mixed veggies in there, and what was the other thing that we had in there? We had mixed vegetables and
Black-eyed peas.
Black-eyed peas, there you go. No, not the pop band, the food. So that was very tasty. So this morning porridge as usual, and I think we're about to try and cook up some muffins. We must be getting ambitious. Not enough snacks on this boat. More snacks next time. Fundamentally important. We were a little bit worried about the water situation. We've got plenty of water on this yacht. We've got about probably 80 gallons in the keel and about another 35 or 40 gallons in a separate stainless steel tank. Unfortunately, we had the keel repainted, and so the paint has tainted. It's obviously the wrong kind of paint. It's tainted the water and is unusable for drinking purposes. But having said that, 9 days on a yacht, 40 gallons, that's plenty for 2 people. I dare say there's still 10 or 15 gallons still in the stainless steel tank. We've got 5 gallons on the back, just there, right there. You can see it in the blue container. That's the emergency water. That's the emergency water, in case we have to take to the life raft. We'll cut that adrift and it will come with us, and then hopefully we'll have sustainability in the life raft. Not that we're planning on doing that, of course. So there we go. I think I've covered pretty much all of the ground. Can now walk around down below pretty much with impunity. The seasickness has just pretty much disappeared. It takes me about a week, it always does. Nikki is okay down below. Not completely over it, but or feeling nauseous, but able to do everything that she needs to do down there. And her back is getting better, which is good. She's certainly more mobile than she was yesterday. So, a life on the ocean wave. Here it is. What a joy, what a pleasure. More to come tomorrow, but by tomorrow we will probably, inshallah, God willing, be in harbour. Well, let's see. Cheers.
Bermuda Harbour Radio, Yacht Koru, nothing heard. Out. So we're calling at the 30-mile mark, just inside 30 miles, which are the pilotage instructions for Bermuda from their harbour authority. Pretty unlikely that the radio on here would have the legs to make 30 miles. Typically a VHF like this will have maybe 20-25 miles, and sometimes less than that. So what we'll do is we will wait until we hit 20 miles and we will give another call. We tried both on the calling channel, which is channel 27 for them, and also on the international distress channel, which is channel 16, and got no response on either, although we can clearly hear him talking to other vessels. So give it another go a little bit later. So we'll give it another go at Bermuda Harbour Radio. 20 miles away now, approaching last light. Bermuda Harbour Radio, Bermuda Harbour Radio, this is Sailing Yacht Koru, Sailing Yacht Koru, channel 27, over. You just can't hear us. Maybe we're not working. Bermuda Harbour Radio, Sailing Yacht Koru, channel 27, over.
Station 27, this is Bermuda Radio. You're very weak. What's your distance from Bermuda, over?
20 miles, Sailing Yacht Koru, Kilo Oscar Romeo Uniform, over.
Okay, call back when you're 10 miles out, please, over.
Oh, roger, 10 miles, listening channel 16.
Roger, thanks.
Obviously we're not powerful enough to reach him across the distance of 20 miles. It's a bit disappointing, but there you go. Super duper. Let's wait another couple of hours. Third time lucky? Third time lucky, maybe. Bermuda Harbour Radio, Bermuda Harbour Radio. This is Sailing Yacht Koru, Sailing Yacht Koru, channel 27, over. Bermuda Harbour Radio, Yacht Koru, Sailing Yacht Koru, channel 27, over.
Sailing Yacht calling Bermuda Radio. This is Bermuda Radio. Go ahead, over.
Yes, hi, good evening. I called you when we were about 25 miles out, but it wasn't good comms. You asked me to call you when we were 10 out. We're just about that now, 10 or 11 miles out, bound St George's in from the British Virgin Islands, so this is our routine call.
Okay, very well. Did you try calling 10 minutes ago? Was that you, over?
Koru, no, that wasn't, over.
Okay, very well. What's your position, over?
Current position is 3211.9 north, 6430.47 west, over. One else.
Okay, very well. Can you see about to the northeast of you, over?
Koru, wait.
Say again?
Just wait a moment, sir. I'll have a quick look. Bermuda Harbour Radio, Yacht Koru. No, it's a little bit squally off here. Visibility is probably only a couple of miles, maybe a little bit less at the moment, so I can't see anyone.
Okay.
Koru, I'm sorry, you're very broken. For information, I think our plan is to be prudent and probably just heave to for the evening and come in at first light, over.
Okay, how do you receive me now, over?
Oh, that's a lot clearer. It's a lot clearer, thank you.
Okay, sounds like we have radio problems now. Have you filed pre-arrival information with the server?
Yacht Koru, yes I have. The vessel's name is Koru, Kilo Oscar Romeo Uniform. Over.
Okay, very well, that sounds familiar. What's your ETA to St. George's?
I think to be prudent, sir, we haven't been to Bermuda before. We'll probably heave to about 10 miles out, round about this position, and come in after first light. So I'd imagine ETA, your location, something like 0900. Over.
Offshore and come in the morning?
Koru, yes, I think that makes best sense. Visibility is a bit marginal, and I know it's a little bit of a tight fit coming in there.
Okay, very well. Again, you're a bit broken, but I can understand generally what you're saying now. That's fine. If you wish to remain offshore and wait until the morning, that's great, safety-wise. I'll just try my radio on 27 again, if you wouldn't mind.
Saying your Koru, not at all, sir. We'll heave to in this position, so we'll probably reach away to the south a little bit during the night. But yeah, listening 27, what you call.
Okay, great. I'll just call you on the other radio now.
Roger. Bermuda Harbour Radio, Yacht Koru. That was just a little bit of broken squelch and nothing more. And that is broken, unworkable.
Okay, and how about now?
And that's perfectly clear, sir. That's perfectly clear. Very good reception, over.
Okay, can we go to 1-6?
Changing to 1-6.
Koru, Bermuda Radio, 1-6, how do you receive, over?
Koru, that's strength 5, that's perfectly clear. Your last transmission was very clear, but not nearly as powerful, and your other transmission was completely unworkable, just broken mush squelch, over.
Roger, thanks.
Roger, listening channel 16, and I'll call again in the morning before we come in. Cool. We're waiting offshore overnight. Heave to!